Hello, welcome to Rising Star. My name is Ruth. So today we are going to look at your sacral chakra, why it may be closed, and what you can do to open it. Your chakras can also be too open. They can be too closed or too open, and they'll react differently. But we'll see if your sacral chakra is unhealed, what you need to do to heal it. So the sacral chakra rules creative expression, sexual energy, and intuition. It's located between your root chakra and your belly button. Your belly button is your solar plexus chakra. That's way too many. It's ruled by the water element, and it's the color orange. In Sanskrit, it is called Svidasthana, maybe, I don't know. I don't speak Sanskrit. The root chakra is Muladhara. I don't know if I mentioned that last week. All right, we have the 9th house, which is spirituality, philosophy. Okay, so the sacral chakra is related to pleasure, sexuality, and joy, which is very similar to 5th house energy, Leo energy. Also, it's orange. If it's unhealed, it can cause a feeling of wounded emotions, secretiveness, fear of judgment, repression, inability to experience intimacy, nightmares, detachment from emotions, isolation, anxiety, loneliness, and lack of creative inspiration. If it's overly open, you can be overly emotional or out of touch with reality, aloof, kind of like a Piscean type of energy. Okay, so things that you can do to work on your sacral chakra is meditate, affirmations, certain crystals, and then your diet. So for the sacral chakra, since it's orange, you would want to eat more orange colored foods like oranges, cantaloupe, orange bell peppers. Drinking lots of water is always going to help you. It helps keep your body in balance. We are mostly water, so drinking water is really important, and I will never be able to stress it enough. Like, I drink like a quart of water as soon as I wake up every day. But it's going to help your body run better. It's going to help your mind work better. And it will help your chakras to flow better. All right, so affirmations that you can say. I love myself. I am creative. I love my body. I allow creativity to flow through me. Feel free to make up your own affirmations. Your own affirmations that you make up are going to be even more powerful for you. Crystals that you can use: tiger's eye, citrine, autumn jasper, carnelian, mucalite, orange calcite, yellow fluorite, sunstone, moonstone. And as I'm reading this, I'm thinking about Sedona red jasper, that's an orange stone. And then clear quartz enhances the powers of any crystal. So clear quartz is a master crystal. It's always good to have around. You can use it for anything. And then rose quartz I would also recommend, because rose quartz will help you love yourself more. Let's see here. Crystals, affirmations. And then for meditations, look on YouTube or Spotify or whatever you use. You can find like Hertz chakra meditations for the sacral chakra. You can find them that go through every single chakra. And then the mantra for the sacral chakra is VAM, V-A-M. And so when you meditate on your sacral chakra, you would say VAM and allow that to vibrate through you. Each chakra mantra, hard to say, has its own, each chakra has its own mantra in Sanskrit or Vedic. So I don't think I mentioned this last week, but the Muladhara, the root chakra, is Lam. And then if you look it up, you should do your own research, obviously, but look it up. There's different hand gestures that you have to do. Like, commonly you see like that, but there's different hand gestures that you do for each chakra. So you can do things like that to tune into your chakras and get them to flow properly. Oh, look, we have Leo. So yes, Leo energy, very similar to the sacral chakra. The fifth house is all about intimacy, sexuality, fun, pleasure, hobbies. So we have ninth house, we have North Node, and we have Leo. You may have Leo in the North Node, or in the ninth house possibly. And then I have Neptune on the bottom of the deck, which rules Pisces, which I was telling you that an overly open sacral chakra could be similar to Pisces energy. All right, I hope I got everything that I wanted to tell you guys about that. It's interesting when I was reading this stuff, what was it that stuck out to me? Fear of judgment. That's the one. Secretiveness and fear of judgment. So that's something that I never realized that was related to the sacral chakra until I was looking into it today. But that's something I really struggled with. When I was a child, everything was judged. Everything you did or said was judged. We have psychic development. So basically, I grew up in a cult and I had to leave when I was 18. And it was like ending one life completely and beginning a new life completely. That was no longer a part of my life. Anybody that I ever knew growing up, it was all over. So I had to incorporate myself into the real world. And fear of judgment, or it mentions, I didn't write it down, but it mentioned fear of being found out. Like, even though you're not doing anything wrong, you're like scared of getting trouble all the time. That is something that I struggled with for a very long time. Like, up until a few years ago, I was finally able to break free from that. I realized it for what it was. But I found that interesting. I am not surprised that my sacral chakra was that close. All right, especially in creative matters. Anything creative that I did could be judged. Anything that I said could be judged. All right, stripping illusions, psychic development. Let's get one more. Stripping illusions. So I feel like, you know what I feel like from this? As a child, you might have had some psychic gifts or some spiritual gifts. And somebody may have judged you for that, or told you that there was something wrong with it, or made you feel bad about it in some way. And because of that, an illusion was created. I'm getting some very strong goosebumps right now. I don't know if you can see my arms, but I feel like that's resonating for somebody. Reunion of souls. Didn't that come out last week? Integration on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so if something that may have caused your sacral chakra to close is another person judging you for being who you are. All right, Spirit, what do we need to know about this? And it could have something to do with this ninth house. It could have something to do with your spiritual upbringing too. Because that's all about philosophy and questioning what we're taught, you know. Like, the third house is ruled by Gemini. The ninth house is ruled by Sagittarius. So the third house is like general communications between people, and learning and writing and all that stuff. But the ninth house is like your individual self. Like your individual communication, if that makes sense. The things that go on in your head, the clarity that you receive from your own thoughts, you know, it's philosophy. So it's interesting. You may have had some ideas that were shut down or beliefs that were shut down. Two of Cups. King of Pentacles. So if this isn't something that took place in your childhood, it could be something that took place in a romantic relationship. King of Pentacles, Justice. You might have been in a romantic relationship with a person who was very traditional. Two of Pentacles. Eight of Swords. Yeah, this is some sort of a relationship where you felt stuck. Doesn't have to be romantic. For somebody here, it definitely is, with Justice and the King of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. That looks like a marriage, actually, that you might have felt really stuck in, that you might have felt like you couldn't get out of. Possibly you're still in it. But for others, this could be like a father figure, or even a religious figure or a mentor in your life. Somebody who was maybe close to the family. Could have even been someone who works in the law, like a judge or a police officer or something like that. Some sort of political standing. But this person had some sort of an influence on you. Queen of Wands. I really feel like somebody here had spiritual gifts that were shut down. Yeah, especially with the Queen of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is similar to Temperance energy, where something's being juggled or balanced. It's alchemy. Sagittarius. Oh, Sagittarius. 9th house. Temperance is about alchemy. So, yeah. Somebody might have made you feel bad. If that's the case for you, this could have been a soul contract between you and this person with reunion of souls. Like, this person was here to teach you something about yourself. You had to experience this in order to look at it from the other side and make your own ultimate decision on it. Three of Pentacles, yeah. This could be somebody that you dealt with in a social circle. Maybe somebody who worked at a community center or a therapist even. Two of Swords. You may feel like this person blocked your path. We have quite a bit of Capricorn and Libra, Taurus, Aries, Aquarius, or Gemini, Cancer. The Hangman, Pisces energy. Also, if this isn't spiritual gifts, this could be maybe you had a very vivid imagination as a child, and some overly practical person, very likely an earth sign, no offense earth signs, but a very practical person shut down your imagination, or they said things like don't make up stories, and could be you even saw like maybe you were seeing through the spiritual veil and you were seeing entities or something like along those lines. Doesn't have to be like something scary, but somebody was telling you that it was just your imagination, or to not make up stories or something along those lines. Somebody shut down your thought process here and forced you to think in a different way. All right, let me move these over a little bit. Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So you might have even had a dream of something that you wanted to do when you grew up. Getting different stories here, but there's different people watching, so bear with me. Some sort of dream for the future that somebody shut down here also. Nine of Cups, Queen of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, because it wasn't practical. Like maybe you wanted to go to art school, but somebody forced you to go to law school instead or something like that. But it's in your power now to take your life back, to take your imagination back, to choose to be creative however you want to be creative. Princess of Wands, that's your creativity. Princess of the Shining Flame. Five of Cups. Four of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could have been dealing with a water sign here, but I'm strongly getting earth. I could be talking to a water sign, or you have a lot of water in your chart. Lord of Loss and Pleasure is the name of the Five of Cups in this deck. Lord of Loss and Pleasure. So something you took pleasure in that was taken away from you. All right. Show us the Two of Cups, please, Spirit. The Devil. Why the Devil? Capricorn and Cancer right there. You could have Capricorn, Cancer nodes. Also, Capricorn and Cancer could represent mother and father. Cancer is ruled by the moon. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. All right, Nine of Wands. You felt stuck. There was some sort of relationship that you were in that you felt stuck in. Like I said, doesn't have to be romantic. Could have been with a parent, could have been with a mentor, a spiritual leader, a teacher, anybody. King of Pentacles. Page of Swords. Something this person said to you. What did they say? Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you're not going to make money doing that. That'll just keep you poor. And that is an old school mentality that I feel like we're starting to break free from, is the timeline of events of how you're supposed to live your life. The Chariot. Taurus and Cancer here. Yeah, somebody swayed you off of a path that you may have been intended to do. This very well could have been your intended path. The Sun. Cancer, Leo energy. The Queen of Pentacles, because of money, because of financial reasons. But that path could actually be what you're here to do. Ten of Swords. And there was a big lesson to learn here by allowing someone to sway you off of your path. Yeah, this was heartbreaking for you. You were trying to move towards something that made you very happy, and somebody ruined that for you. And I feel like after that, you might have spent you might have spent a lot of time feeling very dissatisfied with life, uninspired. That's the word I'm looking for. Just like, it's a very depressed energy with the Ten of Swords. Show me the Ten of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, like nothing fueled your fire after that. Nothing piqued your interest. Death. You might have felt like a dead person walking. Death, Ten of Wands, Seven of Cups. Overburdened. I feel like whatever path you took, you felt really left out. Like you felt like you didn't belong there. You were just doing it because someone told you to. All right, Daughter of the Lord of Truth. Two of Cups. No, Daughter of the Lord of Truth is Justice. Sorry. I don't know why I read that instead of Justice. Daughter of the Lord of Truth. You could be the daughter of a father that I'm talking to specifically. You might have had a very black and white type of father that if it doesn't have to be your story, but for someone here, this is specifically a father-daughter relationship. That's why I said that. All right. So Justice, Two of Cups. You may have even been pushed to marry a person because that was the right thing to do. Show me Justice and the Two of Cups. The High Priestess. Cancer, Queen of Wands, Aries. The World. I think you might have either been forced to marry someone and you were kept quiet in this relationship. You weren't allowed to speak. Show me the Queen of Wands. I kind of feel like this relationship's over now. But also it could be like you didn't have a choice in marrying someone. You were forced to marry someone. It could have been like a cultural thing. There was something else. But yeah, whatever it was in this relationship, you weren't allowed to speak. Queen of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. The Lovers. Ooh. So, Hangman. The Fool. The Tower. The Two of Swords. If this is your situation where you were forced to marry someone or pressured to marrying someone, there may have been someone else that you truly love that you had to give up for this, that you had to walk away from here, that you weren't allowed to see anymore. That sounds like such an old school kind of story, but I think that there are definitely still cultures that deal with that. Show me the Lovers. And that might have really broken your spirit. Three of Wands could have been an Aries or a Leo. Four of Swords. Yeah, I don't think you were allowed to speak to this person anymore, and you probably were. You might have even been moved somewhere to where you were unable to even access them or speak to them. That's heavy. All right, Two of Pentacles. Ten of Wands, Death. King of Cups. All right, some of you specifically, I think we're dealing with a Scorpio, or you have a significant placement here in Scorpio. I feel like whatever this relationship was that affected your sacral chakra, it is over now. You made a choice to move away from it, but the sacral chakra still hasn't been healed from this. Eight of Swords. The High Priestess. You might still have a really difficult time speaking your thoughts, feelings, emotions, especially that deep down stuff. There's probably quite a few things about you that you've never told anybody. Eight of Swords, High Priestess. Queen of Swords. Two of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. This is actually Nine of Pentacles, like a super secretive energy here that you might be in now, to where you're just eluding people left and right. Like you're very independent. Maybe you can't be found. Maybe you cut people off immediately, or you refuse to speak to people, or you just keep to yourself a lot. Show me the Nine of Wands. The Tower. Oh, man, yeah. Okay. So you have built up quite a few walls around yourself here. And what it is like, your independence looks as a strength, yet actually it's built from a weakness. And you're blocking yourself off to a lot of connections, I think, that you should actually be involving yourself in, because you're scared to have somebody hurt you like this, or gaslight you, or manipulate you, or force you into something, or whatever it is. But it is time to let your walls down. You don't have to burn every bridge. You don't have to cut everybody off. You don't have to ignore everybody. Show me the Tower. Scorpio energy again. The Two of Wands. Look at the bigger picture. Nine of Swords. So living this way is actually causing you a lot of mental harm. I don't know if you realize it, but we have 3 9s here. 999. And the Tower. 9s are a completion of something. So you're coming to the completion of this. But it's causing you like this underlying stress, or this there's like this subconscious thing going on. It's a fear, really. You're doing this out of fear. You're being independent out of fear. Maybe you refuse to ask for help from others, or you refuse to receive help from others. But I feel like this is mostly around the way that you communicate with others. You really keep to yourself, introverted, quiet. You don't put yourself out there. You may be scared to speak because somebody else at one point in your life didn't allow you to speak. And that's really important for you to look at here. Especially because where she went, but I had the star before I shuffled it again. I had the star at the bottom of the deck. So Spirit's wanting you to be your true authentic self. It's okay to speak. And if other people don't like what you say, that's okay too. It's not, like, you don't have to worry about that. All right, Queen of Wands. Yeah, this is your self-confidence here. That's what Spirit's telling you, to break free from this prison that you've put yourself in and allow yourself to shine. The Princess of Shining Flame. Allow yourself to shine. The Queen of Wands is the Queen of the Thrones of Flame. But she's a very confident lady and a very sexual lady. Like, she's sexually open. She's creatively open. She is a creator. She is a witch. She can manifest anything. She can make anything happen. So that's the energy that you want to move into. You want to build up this self-confidence. And I am going to pull some of these self-love cards at the end. So that might help you. Self-love is where it starts. If you don't love yourself, you're not confident. And if you are, there's something wrong with your ego and you need to fix that. That's just how it is. All right, Queen of Wands. Four of Pentacles. You are holding yourself back from the world. You're not allowing people to see truly who you are because you're scared for people to react to who you truly are, I think. Queen of Wands, Four of Pentacles. The Star. That's what it is. And when you embrace this, I think you're going to know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And the Star traditionally is naked. Like on the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck, that's very vulnerable. It's exposing yourself and not really caring what others think about it. All right. Three of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. Show me that. The Magician. The Ace of Cups. The Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you have a creative gift here that you've been hiding from the world. Seven of Swords. You have a creative gift, and it is something very creative, like painting or drawing or whatever, music, dancing. Could be dancing too with the Queen of Wands. I was kind of getting some dancing energy there. Like you might need to actually dance to allow energy to flow. But so there's this gift you have. It's creative, and it's actually something that you can make it your work. I feel like whatever work you're doing now is very unsatisfying to you, but what you love to do is something that can actually be made into your job. Queen of Swords, Four of Swords, Three of Wands, and it will help you find a lot of healing. Three of Swords, it will heal you. Embracing this gift, whatever it is that was taken from you at one time, embracing it and focusing on it and putting your energy into it and putting your heart into it, it will heal your heart. Three of Swords. One more. Three of Swords, Ten of Cups. That's complete emotional fulfillment. You will be going from having like zero emotional fulfillment to having all of the emotional fulfillment. All right, Two of Swords. Page of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. You might feel like somebody blocked your path, but somebody only slowed you down on your path. Somebody caused you to slow down on your path, but your gift is still here with the Page of Cups. The creativity is still inside of you. You might not see it anymore, you might not feel it anymore, and that's why it's even more important to work on your sacral chakra at this time. Hangman. Ten of Cups. You've been kept from your Ten of Cups. You've been kept from emotional fulfillment and happiness here. Joy. The Fool. If you unlock this, it's a whole new path for you. The Emperor. I feel like you could start your own business. I really do. There's something here that can bring you success. It might take a long time, but it's there. The Fool. Could be that this person is no longer living and that somehow freed you. Queen of Swords. She does what she wants. You see how she has the 3 hanged men behind her? She hung them. She didn't like what they had to say. She cut them off, and now she tends her garden, which is very creative. Growing a garden and pruning your, whatever those are. I can't think of the word of it right now while I'm doing this. All right, I want to see this Death card. King of Swords. You know, I feel like somebody, for some of you, maybe for a large percentage of you actually, whoever this was that was holding you back or forcing you to hold yourself back or causing you to hold yourself back, I think this person's passed on and you have felt, you may even feel guilty about this, but you felt like you regained some power after they were gone over your life. Princess of Wands. Judgment. I kind of feel like somebody passed on and that when that happened, this is weird. I can't believe I'm saying it actually. When they passed on, you regained some of your power here, some of your inspiration, some of your creativity. Judgment and the Tower. It's like you remembered who you were, almost like you were under a spell. Judgment, the Tower. Definitely could be Scorpio. Lots of Scorpio here. Hermit, Virgo energy. You were liberated when this person... It could be that they didn't pass on, but you freed yourself from them, you divorced them, or whatever you did to get out of a situation here. But whatever it is with the Hermit, you walked away. And I feel like you walked away to get in touch with your 9th house here, to make your own decisions, to form your own ideas about what you think about things or how you feel about things. All right, 5 of Cups. 5 of Wands. You're battling some guilt here. Some guilt is still holding you back. If you might have felt really relieved to get away from a person or out of a situation, and you feel guilty about that, and you feel guilty about that because this person abused you into having a closed sacral chakra, and that's why you're feeling so guilty. Five of Wands, 3 of Wands. All right, I feel like you're still getting in the way of your own future here. 6 of Wands, but you definitely can have success, and it's by doing the things that I said: meditation, affirmations, getting some crystals. You don't have to get every freaking crystal at the metaphysical shop either. Really, you don't need any tools. Your mind is enough. And then changing your diet, drinking lots of water, but success can be had. And the 6 of Wands is a very confident energy. 6 of Wands is very like self-assured, self-confident. We achieve things by believing that we can. And that's 6 of Wands energy. Knight of Cups. And you're going to achieve something by following your heart. I love this Knight of Cups because he's meditating. And he's got all those runes or whatever they are tattooed all over his body. Yeah, runes. I don't know. I don't have a vast knowledge of runes, but I'll let you check him out. He kind of looks like Jaime Lannister from the Game of Thrones. All right, let's pull. Yeah, don't deceive yourself. Don't run away from what you're here to do. Don't run away from what you love to do. All right, so we're going to do some self-love cards. Let me know in the comments. If it resonated, you do not have to give me your whole story if you'd like to. I love a good story, but I get it. You don't have to share. All right, Spirit, what else? What do we need to work on right now? I am always safe. I am eternal. I will go on forever from experience to experience. Lifetime after lifetime, I am a shining spirit, a beautiful light. All right, one more. That feels like this princess of the shining flame to me. You are the princess of the shining flame. I affirm that I am totally willing to freely forgive everyone. You might need to forgive this person, whoever they were. Don't hold something against them. You have ownership of your life now. I release from within me all bitterness and resentment. I let go of old hurts and forgive everyone, including myself. I feel like for a lot of you, you probably could have walked away from something here, but at the time you didn't feel like you could. So there's definitely some forgiveness there. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know and have a great day. Thanks.